So, quick video for this morning. Let me see. Let me turn off the heat lamp. See if that changes the glow a little bit. We have a rainy morning this morning. Everybody's doing great. Jessie's, she has no temperature. Sometimes they'll run a little bit of a high temperature, or at least my girls, after they've had a litter. Her temperature is perfect. It's 101.8. I just cleaned out the puppy's pen, but really, Jessie's does a great job. So, these guys are all doing great. Their lugs, all of them, are gaining tons of weight. I mean, they are, well, there's only 4 of them, and so there's plenty of milk. They don't really have a bunch of competition as when we have our larger litters. 7 and 8 in a litter, you know, they have to really, I have to stay on top of their weight, and sometimes I have to supplement. I don't have to supplement these guys at all. Jessie's doing everything, making my work pretty easy. Just so we know, both girls are now spoken for. No further information color-wise. This little girl, I keep trying to capture her color. Oopsie. And I can't. But definitely, she's definitely chocolate. Her pigment is not in yet. Pink, pink, pink. She's got her eyebrows here and this beautiful little kiss on the top of her head. But color-wise, you can't tell. But she's chocolate. Now, this other little girl over here, our red and white girl, Kiva, she, I'm not really sure. She's red. I can't tell what color. Her pigment looks like it's going to be chocolate. I'm not going to place a heavy bet on it, but she may end up being a red-coated chocolate party. Even her feet are still really very pink. But if you look, people were asking about their umbilical cords. That usually drops off within 24 hours, 48 hours at the most. And these guys, I haven't checked everybody. He still has a little bit, or she has a little bit. That'll be gone by the end of the day. This little guy, Kizzy, meaning cinnamon. I gave him that name because of his coloring. Red pied. A pied, people want to know the difference between that was not nice. That's what the boys do. The difference between a party and a pied. A party is 50% or more white with spots. I shouldn't say with spots, 50%. These two girls, I'm getting my two girls mixed up. Kiva is, I mean, look at her body. She's 50%. It doesn't look like it from this angle that she's 50% white. So she's right on the borderline of being a pied, because a pied has 49% or less of white on their body, but having patches like this, okay? But if you look at her underneath, that's why she's over. She's like, yawn, leave me alone. So she's over 50% white with, with patches. So she's a party, and so is her sister. She's white underneath as well. Sometimes we get right on the borderline and we don't know whether to call them a party or a pied. These two are both parties. This little guy, Kingsley, he is a solid. And this boy here, I could call him a red sable with white markings. A lot of times, a pied will look like a tuxedo because they will be solid on the top, and then you can almost sometimes even see the line. Now on him, he really doesn't have that. He really is probably a solid, a red with white markings. He's got a little bit of a white collar. If he was a true pied, you would be able to see white underneath. So he'd be solid on the top, and then his whole underneath would be white. And he still has his little umbilical cord. Still not sure. I'm going to pause and look at his and see if I can tell what color that pigment of his is. And then we have Big Brother here, the firstborn, Kingsley. He is our golden red. You can see his chocolate feet are already starting to come through. So we know he's going to be chocolate. So he's going to have a golden coat. He may darken, he may lighten. I don't think he's going to be one of our pups that turns white. A lot of times these dogs are really, people are startled by if he actually does in fact end up having green eyes. The red coat, the green eyes, the chocolate pigment, it's very poppy, and it just stands out. It's very attractive. So, and Andy throws green eyes and red coats, his dad, so we'll see. Their eyes open. The earliest my dog's eyes have opened is 10 days, and the latest was 17 days. So I always give that. Eyes should be open between 11 and 17 days. We do pick earlier, because, did somebody just tinkle? Because for people who live out of state, they have to make flight plans, whether it's through Kelly or whether they're flying in, and they need to do that and have enough time to be able to do it, especially with how everything is with COVID and flying. So, but I do try to video just about every day. Sometimes you might not get a video for a day or two. Sometimes I video and upload it to YouTube, and I haven't sent out an update. So the videos are there. You just have to go to YouTube to get it. So if I'm you, I subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can be notified whenever I upload them. So these guys, it's a beautiful litter. I am very excited. These guys are a little bit on the large side. I shouldn't say a little bit on the large side. On average, my smaller dogs are born at 5 ounces is small. I don't prefer that. 6 ounces, 6.5 ounces, I do like that. These pups were born at 7 ounces, so they're very healthy. That could be because there's only 4 in the womb, and they were getting all of their mom's nutrients. These guys look great. They're eating well. They're gaining weight, and believe me, having been on the other side of that, when they're eating and gaining on their own without me doing anything or giving them anything, that's pretty awesome. So what's next? I'll be sending out an update with this. It'll be the next person's turn to make a decision whether they think they want one of these 2 boys or not. And I will let you guys know that decision as soon as possible. If you guys have any questions, please call me. It's a rainy day for New Year's. We are doing nothing, going nowhere. It's going to be a movie day, I think, and I'll probably be in and out of here. I swear that Kizzy's nose is chocolate, and that might be wishful thinking, because I think that's going to be, he's probably got a poop. Believe you me, nothing is hidden on my videos. We talk a lot about poop, pee, and throw up and goop and all that, but you can just tell by the way he's tucking his legs up. I will say that for the most part, it's a quiet litter. Don't pull those down. Listen, I'm coming. She's pulling down all the draped. I put a draping over the fencing to keep it pretty warm in here. It is pretty warm on the flooring here, so I'm not concerned. But she's mad because I have her outside of the fencing, and so she's pulled down three blankets so far. Stop. So I forget what I was saying. Personality wise, the loudest 2 are the girls so far. I will tell you that that Kayla right here, she wants to eat, and don't take her off the nipple, and don't, you know, if she knows her mom's in there, she already starts squawking a little bit. So a little bit of attitude, which is always good. And of course we'll watch all of them change over the next 8 weeks, and boy will they change. See